what's up guys, welcome back to our Canucks GM mode. So in last episode we simmed a bit of the season and we made a huge trade during the off season, sending Andrei Vasilevsky and Guillaume Brisebois to the Colorado Avalanche in exchange for prospect Ruslan Nazarov, who's probably going to jump into the NHL next season. He's a very good offensive defenseman, drafted second overall, so we're hoping he turns out to be something huge for us. Other than that, we started the season simulation and our record so far is 6-3-0. We did have a bit of a problem with our rosters, but I kind of changed up the lines a tiny bit. So Evander Kane was originally on the third line, so I moved him up to the second line, and Vrana was on the third line right wing, but if you look, he's a left-handed shot, so he might be able to play left wing, so we moved him over there. And then Tippett's now down on the third line and Virtanen's there, but next season, if Tippett grows even higher though than Virtanen, we might have to move out Virtanen or something like that. So and then Kane will probably get released this year just because we're gonna have another left wing prospect probably jumping into the NHL. So but other than that, that's what happened in last episode. And also Mikhail Aveline is leading us in points in his rookie season. He's got 11 assists in 8 games. He has no goals yet, or in 9 games, but he's playing pretty well. Our AHL team is also playing good, 6-2-0. So let's continue with the simulation. We're gonna go up to the trade deadline, I think, in this episode, just because I'd like to get a lot of it done. This is gonna be a pre-recorded episode though, because I'll be in Montreal when this is uploaded. So so Vander Kane, liking his recent performances. I think he liked calming. Okay, good. We want to keep him happy for a bit, because I don't want to have any bad morale players during the season. And Rudolph Balcer's been injured with an injured knee for only a couple days. Okay, that's fine, but we don't have any injury replacement forwards, which is our problem. We might have to sign some in the free agency part, if we could sign people. Then actually we have Zhukanov, but Zhukanov isn't even that good, but whatever. So Dmitry Zhukanov, you could play left wing, even though you're not even a left winger. See how you play maybe your first NHL game, I don't know. And we've won 2 in a row to start this month off, nice. Up against the good Ducks, and we win in overtime, nice. And Rudolph Balcers is already back. How did Zhukanov even play? That's my curiosity. He already put up a goal, nice. His first NHL goal in his first game, that's nice of Zhukanov. For 78 to score a goal in the first game, that's pretty good. Okay. Will we beat Arizona? Yes, we will. So we've won 4 in a row, unless there was some in the end of the other month. I don't remember. There's a loss though. Still 10-5. We're doing pretty good. Hopefully we could bring a cup home this year or next year, because we're running out of time with our contracts and stuff like that. So scouting assignment, WHL, I guess, for where do we want to go? Let's go defenseman. We haven't scouted defenseman in a while. Game against Calgary, and it's another win, nice. Back-to-back wins. There's a third in a row, nice. 13-5. Game against Edmonton, who's not doing so well, and it's another win. So we've won 4 in a row again, so we're going on a big winning streak, and then eventually we lose one right now, and now we should be going back on one soon, unless the simulation just likes to fuck with us now. Yep, there's another loss, and there's a shootout win. Okay, back to winning again. 15-7, make that 15-8 going into December. Very good. And our AHL team is 11-8, so their record kind of dropped off a bit since their hot start, but hopefully they still make the playoffs down there. And we're currently leading our division, which is good news. And Alboline's still leading us in points, so let's sort by forwards first. See, and I don't want to go to Washington Capitals. Wait, actually, let's just check. Granlund's got 11 points in 21 games, which is not very good. Interesting, okay. So, Mikhail Alboline is leading in points, but Jake Virtanen's leading in goals with 10 goals in 23 games. Tippett's up there, Vrana's up there, so all my right wingers are coming through. And then see, Albolin has only 4 goals. Assist leader is Albolin with 20 assists, so he's definitely a pure playmaker. As you could look, his passing stats are at 94, but his shooting category isn't even as good, so he doesn't have the best accuracy on his wrist shot, so he's probably just trying to slap shot a lot of goals, and that doesn't help his cause, I guess. But his passing is very good. Point leaders, as you can see, Albolin with 24, then Virtanen with 20, Horvat with 16, Tippett with 14, Kane 13, 12, Vrana, etc. Bitten's got 7 in his career so far. And yeah, that's that. But Albolin, though, he's over a point per game in his NHL. And some guy actually recently just commented on my video from the 2020 draft is saying that he was screaming for me to take the power forward, but I took Albolin instead. Well, Albolin, though, he's turning out to be pretty good. I don't know who the power forward guy was that the guy was talking about. I might have to go check that out eventually. But this guy seems to be growing very well, and he seems to be putting up a decent amount of points. As he's already an 85 and he's only 20 years of age. So, and he's got like 24 points in 23 games, and he has no penalty minutes so far. So he's a very mature guy for his age, I guess. He's a +8. You can see power play goals 1. Doesn't have the best shooting percentage, and he wins not the most amount of his faceoffs, but he wins faceoffs. He only threw 9 hits so far this season too, so he's not very physical. Does he give the puck away a lot? Not really, no. Does he take away the puck a lot? No, not really. Alright, maybe a bit. And yeah, so I think he still was a very good draft choice, but I don't know who the guy was. I'll look it up maybe after I do this episode, and then I could see how that guy compares to Albolin, because maybe I should have taken the power forward, but we have so much power forwards on our team. It's pointless because we have Nolan Patrick, we have Jake Virtanen, we also used to have Zach Stanford. We had, I think, another player back in that year, but I can't remember for sure. So anyways, that's that. Let's go on to the simulation again for another month, and then we're going to check our team stats and player stats again. Or, well, maybe not our player stats. We'll check our team stats for sure, though, because we haven't done that yet. So, game against San Jose, and we win 6-2. Games against a couple rival teams. They're teams in the Pacific Division. And, oh, that's not good. Roman Yossi's been injured for two weeks, roughly, or a week and a half, with a sore knee. So, it seems like that sore knee or injured knee has been going through the locker room, even though it's not really a virus. So depth defense, who's going to replace him? I guess Nilsson. There you go, Nilsson. Okay, so that should be good, even though Nilsson's playing on all the spots that Yossi would normally play, so he's got power play time and stuff like that. There's an overtime loss. It's okay. Game against Pittsburgh, there's another loss, so we've lost 2 in a row. But we should be going back on a winning streak again soon if we're a good team. And Yossi's already back, so that's good news. Hopefully he's one of those players that don't get re-injured very often. Okay, so Yossi, 89 overall now. That's weird, though, because like last year I thought he was like an 87, wasn't he, guys? Can't remember. Game against LA is a win, so yep, we're back to winning again. So we always seem to win a lot, and then we lose 2 in a row, and then we go back on a winning streak. But there's another loss, surprisingly. We've lost 3 of our last 5 games, but we should be going back on track soon. Shootout win against Tampa Bay. And we beat Colorado, actually. I should mention that as well, because that was where we made that big trade with. So Vasilevsky might have been in net for that game, because he was their best goalie. And so we have a trade offer. Florida's offering us this Filppula prospect guy for a 3rd round pick. I don't really need to pick up and that's my Filppula guy for a 3rd round pick. Do I want a 3rd round pick for this dude? Petri Filppula. This guy's not going to turn out to be anything huge, I don't think. But you never know. So I'm just going to leave it for now, but maybe down the road I'll do that, because Filppula, I don't know if he's ever going to play for our team. So And wow, that loss against Ottawa 8-6. Wow, that's just crazy. We let him way too much goals that game. So scouting assignment again. Let's go to the queue and let's just keep on going for defensemen because we need more defensemen that actually could replace people like Stetcher and stuff like that once they get close to retiring. So Evander Kane, my performance has been bad lately, but I'm confident it breaks out soon, so that's good. Good that he's confident that he could break out soon. Hopefully that happens. And our record is 23-11-2, so still very good. But it's not been as good in the last little while. So wow, we had like 4 in a row where we went to either shootout or overtime. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, we're 24-11-3. Let's just take a look at our team stats. We're not going to check out player stats again, just because we did already last month, but we will check that out in a month, I guess, again. And now it's lagging like shit. What the hell? Hopefully the EA Voodoo shit doesn't work. Okay, let's just make sure it's good. Yep, okay, it's good. Okay, so team stats. So let's just take a look and see what's been our bread and butter this season. We're currently the best team in the league, so we might win a President's Trophy this year potentially. I don't know if we'll win a Stanley Cup in that sense, but I want to win a Stanley Cup. Hopefully we can. Still leader in goals for per game. We are actually 3rd in the league, so we're scoring a lot of goals. Our offense is doing good, and in our goals against per game is not very good actually. It's kind of like 12th or 13th, which is not that bad, but it's not that good either. Our power play is, where is our power play? Wow, our power play might not be that good. Yeah, our power play 20.4%. That's still a pretty good percentage, but like it's not that good in the league because there's people that have over 30% on their power play. It should drop back down, most of those ones next half of the season, I guess. And in penalty kill percentage, our penalty kill is really horrible. 76.1. We've had trouble with penalty kills for like the last couple of years. Maybe I have to change up the lines for that a bit, or just leave it because we've been still simulating well. So, and yeah, that's our record on home and away. So anyways, let's continue with the simulation again. As you can see, Alba Lane still leads us in points with 34 points. This youngster is doing very well. I'm hoping he grows to be like a 90 or something like that, and then he could just replace maybe Bo Horvat or something once Bo Horvat gets to an age where he just starts dropping off a bit. Because we want to keep Horvat probably till he retires, but who knows, maybe we pick up a new centerman that could replace him. Okay, so let's go to February the 1st. I think that was February 1st. And Max LaJoie's on waivers. It's a good player and he could actually replace him, but I don't really like claiming people on waivers. It's kind of cheap, so we're going to just decline that. Game against the Islanders, and we win 5-2. Good. I wonder how the Islanders look in comparison to my Islanders gym mode that we did. So we start off January with 3 straight wins. Nice. Game against Dallas, who took us out in the Western Conference Finals the other year, and damn, that's not good. Ole Juolevi's been injured with a mild concussion. At least it's a mild one. He's only out for, looks like 7 days or so, so that's not too horrible. But if it was like a major concussion or like a severe one, that would just be horrible. Because we don't really have anybody that could replace somebody that's like a 91, so. Okay, so Tom Nilsson is back in lineup, and oh yeah, we have to also, I guess, put Nilsson on the extra attacker part as well, because that's where Juolevi would be. I almost said Liljegren. Where is he? Oh, there he is, Tom Nilsson. Even though I don't really want to put him there, it's just easier to replace him that way. So, and we beat Dallas 6-4, game against Colorado and Andrei Vasilevsky, and we lose 2-1. And Juolevi's already back, so that is good news. He didn't miss too much. He only missed like 2 games. So Juolevi, I'm excited though for the prospect down in the minors. Let's just take a look and see if he's grown at all. Yep, he's a 79 now. So, and O'Coin's actually a 79 too. So O'Coin might jump into the NHL next season too. But as you can see, Nazarov 79 overall. He's growing a lot, and wow, he is definitely an offensive defenseman. 15 goals this season already in 37 games. He also has 5 assists, 20 points. In comparison to last year he put up 21 goals in 76 games. He's close to beating that, so he might be on pace for like a 30-goal season as a defenseman, which is pretty ridiculous. Hopefully he could do that in the NHL stage as well. Game against Chicago, and we win. Good. Playing some Central Division teams, it looks like right now. So at least they're not in our division, and we won one of them. We lose to Nashville, though. Game against Montreal, and wow, no, Evander Kane was losing more because of ice time, I think, because I just saw his thing was a little pissed off, but it's because he's not on the power play this year, so. And Lozegren has sprained his ankle. Well, that's not the most horrible thing, because Lozegren hasn't even grown. And why did I leave you? I'll leave you on that spot. God damn it. Okay, there you go. You're fully back to health, so that's good news. There you go. But yeah, I don't know why Lozegren doesn't grow. Like, sometimes he grows to like an 88 plus, but sometimes he just stays like an 82 or something like that, but he still puts up good numbers. So I don't know what to do with Lozegren. Like, Lozegren might be one of these guys that we just don't hold on to anymore. Even though he was a big trade that we got when we traded Goodbranson and who else was it? I can't even remember. It was Goodbranson for sure. Oh, and Tanev, I believe. So Albeline is liking team performance. Yeah, I'm liking it too. I don't know what he likes though. Calming? Yes, he does. It's cool. He's an 86 overall now as well. So he is growing, and let's just play calming. Okay, some people don't like calming, some don't. So okay. So we have 2 more games left in this month. There's a shootout loss, so at least we're getting a point out of that. And Lozegren is back into the lineup. So Tom Nilsson, get out of there. And Lozegren, get in. There you go. Next we play Chicago, and then that's the end of the month, and we're still cruising. Our AHL team is also cruising decently. Not as much as us, but there's another win. And so at February 1st, we are 34, 14, and 4. Let's just take an updated look at our player stats, and then we'll simulate another month. So it looks like we might be able to win our division easily, as we have 20 more points than the second place team, which is Arizona and Calgary. We look like we're definitely going to be making the playoffs this year. Let's just take a look at the team stats again first, just because I want to see where we sit in the talks for the President's Trophy. We are still first, which is good, but Minnesota has 2 games in hand. So goals for per game on average, we are the best offensive team now, so we are definitely firing on all cylinders, I guess you could say. Goals against per game is still kind of low. I think it might have dropped off a bit, but whatever, we're still scoring more than we're allowing. Power play percentage is getting better, I think, 22% now. And our penalty kill, which was horrible last time, has gotten better, good, 78.2%. It was like 76 last time, so. And our records are great, 17-8-1 on home ice, and then 17-6-3 on the road. And in player stats, Mikhail Albeline's still leading the way. He's been leading the way the entire season. 43 points in 52 games this season. And then Horvat's got 42. Yossi's leading all defensemen with 39. Good stuff all around. Bitten's got 24 points, and he's jumped up also to an 84. So Bitten was a good draft pick also from the 2018 draft. So that's good news. And yeah, so everybody's putting up a decent amount of points except for Tate Olson, and that's pretty much it. So goaltending, I actually haven't checked the goaltender stats for a while. So Demko's got a good record, but not a good goals against, and an okay save percentage. Gravel's only played 9 games this season. I don't know why we're not playing him that much, but whatever. He should grow still. Not a good goals against average, and an okay save percentage as well. No shutouts, no points for either one of them, which is kind of surprising because a lot of the time they jump up in points, so like they get a lot of assists. But I guess they're not doing it this year for some reason. Who knows? So anyways, let's just get one more month done. We'll take one more look at the player stats. I know it's a little repetitive. And then we will, well, maybe I'll see if we need to make any trades, or this episode might be getting long. So we got a trade offer. So prospect Mikolowski, who is this dude again? Offensive defenseman, top 6. Dimitra, high AHL top 2 defenseman, and Eric Day, and then be giving us Michael McCarron, which we don't really need at all, in a third. No thank you. I don't really need to do that deal. We're still listed as a championship status, which is good, so we should be able to hopefully get far in the playoffs this year. I know last year was the first round exit, but hopefully this year's better. So Tate Olson's been injured. We'll just replace him with whoever one of the depth players is, Nilsson or Tuola. Nilsson, I guess. Now we're getting offered Timo Meier for a second and a third. Interesting. Timo Meier, I don't know how old he is now. He's only got 1 year left, so he'd be a rental. He's only 83. No thanks. I don't need another power forward on the team. And we got a scouting assignment again. Let's go to the OHL. We did forwards last time in the OHL, so let's go defenseman this time. No, thank you. I do not want these deals. Hunter Shinkarik, bring him back to the Canucks. That's funny. No, thank you. I don't know why they're offering me all these veterans. Probably because they think I'm going to go far in the playoffs this year, so they want to offer me a bunch of like players that know how to play in the playoffs for youngsters. But I don't really want to get rid of my youngsters because I want to be good for a long time. And AHL, Michael Janus has been injured. Replace him. Shinkarik. And our record, by the way, also is still going up. We've won how much in a row now? 5 in a row, or 6 in a row since last month as well. And Tate Olson is back. But so yeah, I think we'll just get to this point in the season, right to the trade deadline, and then you guys get to suggest any trades you want me to do down below, maybe during the trade deadline. I don't know if we want to really make any trades because we've been simulating really well. So Heljenko's been injured. That's our AHL goalie. Replace him, I guess. Game against Buffalo. We already have 40 wins, not even 20 regulation losses. And there's another win, so we are perfect still in this month. But we should be losing one sooner or later. See, shootout loss, but that's still a point. There's another win. Are we not going to get a regulation loss this month? That would be pretty insane. And Carl Neal's been injured. That's another AHL guy. I don't really care much to deal with the AHL guys, because not a lot of them actually have potential. And there's a regulation loss at the end of the month, so we only lost once in regulation during the entire month of February. So HL wise, so Maximov, you're getting back out there. I don't know why. Oh, but just because of Carl Neal. So Carl Neal jumps back in. Nazarov still is 79, but he should be like an 80 something by the start of next season. And there we are. So we're up at the trade deadline. Let's just take a look at our player stats again. We'll check the trading block as well, see if there's anything that could help us do a good playoff run, and that sort of idea. So as you can see, our record is 43, 15, and 5. So we are definitely running away with this President's Trophy. 91 points, and then Washington has 82. So if we could continue winning like this, we should have the President's Trophy for the first time, which is very good. Goals for per game. We've dropped to second place, but that's still really good. Goals against. Our goals against seems to be jumping up to. It's down to 2.65, so it's getting there. Nice. Power play percentage. Our power play is still kind of where it was, but there's teams dropping off, so it's been maintaining itself a bit. And penalty kill is getting better as well, but it's just not that good. 78.9. And then our record on home ice 19-8-2, and away 24-7-3, and we're 8-1-1 in our last 10 games. So Very good. Player stats. So Bo Horvat is finally taken over the lead in points with 52 points in 63 games. Albeline, who's most likely going to win the Calder this year, I think, I didn't check any of the other rookies, has 50 points in 63 games. Then you have Vertanen, 47, Nolan Patrick, 45, Yossi's got 45, yeah, etc. like that. Bitten's got 29, and that's on a third line, which is pretty crazy. And Wyman's got 15 points in 63 games. Goaltending stats. Let's see. So 912 and 909. So our goalies are playing better now. Their goals against is going down. So everything is looking good here in Vancouver. Let's just take a quick look at the trading block, and then that will be it for this episode. If you guys think we should make any trades, or you think we shouldn't, or we should just wait till the off season, that sort of thing, let me know. So actually, go browse trading block. Hello, browse trading block. There you go. So Thibault, low bottom 6. Looks like a lot of these guys are just younger guys, but if you see anything we should go after, let me know. So there's a couple big ones in Calgary. Nedeljkovic, couple more big players that are on 1-year deals, I believe. More youngsters. Yeah, there's nothing huge I see that are interesting, but if you guys see anything that I should go after, like I said, let me know in the comments, and then maybe I will go after one of them, depending if we actually need it. So anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of Canucks GM Mode. So next episode we will do the rest of the season simulation and potentially the trade deadline. We'll get primed up for the playoffs, and yeah, that's gonna do it. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.